Alright, welcome back to Diddly Squat Gaming. We are in the process of hauling this oversized cargo to the warehouse. So now we have the fun task of driving this thing downhill. And it is starting to become dusk, so I think once we pull into the warehouse, we'll probably call it good there, and skip to morning. Not end the episode, because that would probably be a 10-minute episode. So, but we will skip to morning, and then we will make our way back to Drummond Island, where we'll pick up the final oversized cargo container. But yeah, this path, you guys probably all know that I like to just kind of sit back and relax and drive downhill, and yeah, and listen to the sounds of the game. So I think that's what we'll do. And you know what? Let me know in the comments if you guys hate this part, if you'd rather have me cut it out, or if you want me to just randomly talk about, I don't know, maybe my steering wheel, or my controller, or my microphone or stand, or the OBS software that I use. I don't know. Let me know. Push comes to shove, I can always cut it out if enough people say that they don't enjoy this part of it. But anyways, I've already rambled for half of the trail down, so I'm gonna go ahead and sit back and relax and listen to the sounds of the game. Alright, so I'm going to call that the bottom of the hill. So you guys probably saw me almost slide off the mountain twice and die. So that was fun and exciting. And I was just thinking, like, doing this interior cockpit view. Yes, it is on the other side. I always forget that it's on the other side of the bridge. I always, for some reason, think it's before it. But anyways, using this cockpit view, I'm starting to wish that I had the Toby eye guide or eye follower, whatever you want to call it. It just seems like it would be really a nice feature to have, being able to track your eyes. But I'm not even 100% sure if it works for this game. I don't know if it works for every game, but I know it works for some games, and it's well, it's rather expensive to buy just for one game, so I don't have it, but I would love to get it. And I don't know, I feel like if you just had a webcam and some software, you could probably do the same thing. And that you don't need I think it's a like $300 or $400 camera. Like, I thought about it if it was going to be like $199. But it's not. It's kind of a ridiculous price. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be able to get it, or maybe it will, like all technology, come down in price and possibly be $99 or $199. $199 would be a little expensive still, to buy it. $99, I could see myself doing it. That doesn't seem too crazy of a price, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's an amazing immersion to a game. Like, I wish, you know, I could have it for the PlayStation 5, or while I'm playing Gran Turismo, or, you know, a number of other games. And other games, I know it wouldn't make any sense to have an eye tracker, so it's kind of like a niche thing for gaming. But some games you wouldn't be able to use it, and other games you could use it a lot. So but yeah, so anyways, so now we're making our way back to the, we'll say, semi-sunken ship. It's more like it's beached, which is probably technically the correct term for it. It's a beached ship. But yeah, I was also wishing that this game had seasons in it. Like, it may not necessarily have an actual calendar and, you know, like days that you would slowly go through the seasons, but I feel like something along the lines of, you know, maybe every hour it changes seasons. That may be too fast. I'd have to kind of play around with it to see. But yeah, I think it would be interesting to, you know, try to get up this mountain in the middle of winter with a foot of snow on the ground. And then you get to see the changing of the leaves and you know, the dead of winter and the snow melting away and getting a nice solid start to spring. And I think it would be I hope they do it in the next game, because I don't think they're going to do it in this one. Especially in a region like Michigan, where you can be 80-90 degrees in the summer, and then you can also be, you know, -10 degrees in the winter with, you know, 2 to 3 feet of snow on the ground. This to me looks more like it's northern Michigan, so it could possibly even be more snow. So instead of just doing regions, that have that get snow. They should be doing seasons of those regions. So, you know, maybe that place in Russia is southern Russia. I don't really know my Russian terrain, but I'm guessing Russia's big enough to where they probably don't get that much snow or any snow at all in the southern-ish parts of Russia. Don't quote on me on that. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think exactly where the lowest point of Russia is. I'm gonna guess it's probably somewhere on the west coast of not England, but the west coast of Europe, where kind of that meets. I think that's the lowest point. I don't have a map in front of me, and yeah, well, I'm looking. Thought I had a globe somewhere around here. But anyways, long story short, is that they should hopefully introduce seasons in the next game. Especially if they're doing, if they do sand. I also think that would be very interesting of a concept to do, because trying to drive in sand is completely different than trying to drive on asphalt or mud or through water. Like, it's just a whole different story. So hopefully there will be a sand runner or mud runner too, or, you know, spin wheels, you know, whatever they decide to name it. So there we go. But yeah, hopefully there will be a next iteration of this game, and maybe, just maybe, they will have seasons in there, and then have different terrains like sand. Even just like a wet grass is kind of interesting, because it's not quite the same as ice and snow or mud. So, but anyways, that's my 2 cents on the future of this game and other games like it. Well, I can't really say there are other games outside of Sabretooth's control that or realm that are like this game, because pretty sure this is the only one. Oh, there goes the trailer. Gotta love that power sliding in the trailer around the corner. It's almost a fun little drift in a semi-truck with the trailer. And right now I can't drive straight for some reason. Alright, let's jump to Drummond Island. We've got just a little ways to go before we can pick up the final shipping container. Let's go ahead and also fill up. Boom. Did that without even stopping. It's pretty impressive. Oh man, I think I've been playing this game way too long. Oh, what? Man, that was, I don't know about that one. I expected some damage, but like, that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage for how slow I was going. Anyways. just getting through this. Oh, it's getting slick now. We're really starting to tear up this terrain because we're having to go over it multiple times in one session. So, as you guys guessed, I recorded this episode right after the last episode, so didn't even bother to close the game down. So I'm sure we're gonna run into some issues with, especially in this area here, trying to get up here with the cargo. It's gonna get nice and sloppy. And you know what? I read a comment somewhere where somebody said that the more you traveled on or through terrain, the less muddy it was. And I'm like, I don't know where you're driving or which terrain you're talking about, but I've never come across that where you actually clean out the mud. I think you could in real life, theoretically, if it's like a kind of like a dry mud. And I know that sounds kind of dumb, but like there's no standing water there. Like it's mud, but it's pretty light on the water to dirt ratio. Where if you do go through that enough times, you can actually push it out of the way to more compact or drier soil. But I have yet to see that in this game. And if I have, please point it out, because I would obviously like to know that I have seen terrain like that in this game. But yeah, see, like here, we made it through last time pretty easily. Now we can try to go in low plus and just, I guess, just wait it out. Like where our tires are moving, we're moving forward, we have good progression, so it's just gonna take a second. Luckily, we're almost to our load point, so hopefully should be able to get to there no problem. In fact, this is technically the only problem. We're gonna try to cut right through it instead of trying to avoid the water. Let's just go straight for it and not worry about accidentally almost tipping over. The nice news is we've got a nice tall snorkel on this truck. The bad news is I could probably do Michigan with this truck. Except for the fact that it doesn't have a lot of accessories. And I think that's where it definitely hurts it. Whoops. You almost can't use this truck alone. I think we could have. We could have if... Cool. Yep, we've pinched ourselves. So let's see if I can put the container in and we get ourselves unpinched. There we go. Oh, container is still up on those rocks. Oh, that's... nope. Alright. Okay, I'm safe from falling over. So let's lock it. Let's attach the winch to the back. Okay. I think we're okay now. It's very rocky right now. I don't know why I'm having such a problem getting up through here. This is weird. I did not have this issue the first time I came through here, did I? Like, this trailer wants to flip me. Yeah, I do not remember this whatsoever. Let's go to this point. Sure. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's... Am I going the wrong way? Guess I should probably unwinch myself. That is so strange. I still feel like we're gonna tip over. That was the weirdest thing ever. Because we did not come close to tipping over last time. And now it was like we had 3 or 4 times where I almost lost it. Well, that's weird. Maybe we've yeah, maybe it has to do with the terrain deformation, maybe? I mean, it seemed kind of weird because I wasn't in a muddy... It's not like here where it's clearly mud. Yeah, that was weird. I'm so glad we didn't roll over because I just, yeah. Just so glad we didn't roll over. That's all I gotta say. Come on. Probably throw an auto back. Yeah. Get a little bit more speed going. Nope. And as soon as we get some speed, we have to downshift in the first. Want to be extra careful through here. Yep, as I almost explode a tire and completely take out my suspension. I want to be super careful. Yeah, as soon as I say it, I crash into something. See, it's so funny with this game. Like, the second I say things are going well, I end up getting stuck, like I am now. Or I end up flipping, or something horrible happens. Or like with that, I was like, I want to be careful through here, and then I'll roll it, or I'll crash into a rock, and then it takes a huge chunk of my, like, maybe that's why I'm so tipped over. Look at how twisted this cargo box is. I bet you that has something to do with it. If I unpack it, there we go. Huh, I bet you that's why. I was a little nervous unpacking it because I was like, watch, it's probably going to flip over. Because I unpacked it. I mean, I think it's twerking again. Not twerking, torquing. The whole trailer is twisting again. I don't know what that was, a rock? Yep. Looks like it's twisted a little bit, but not anything like it was. That was, I don't think I've ever actually seen that before. But yeah, anyways, So, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, go, go. I'm in such a hurry. Alright, we've got 14 gallons of fuel left. I think we're gonna end up refueling up here. Don't want to risk not making it, but I feel like we can make it. Oh. I also feel like I can just crash into that hole and have no repercussions. Alright, 12 gallons. I'm gonna refuel. I know. Let's refuel. I think if we make it with 43 gallons of fuel left, we would have been fine. I really don't want to jinx this run. Mainly because we are so close to having it done. And we'll have only 2 more, what I call main missions. I don't know. I should count the lumber. Oh, I should count the lumber, but I don't want to. I don't want to count it. I don't know why I hate lumber so much. Or timber. Keep calling it lumber. I don't know. Maybe it's because I used to do decks and fences. I've since retired from doing that because my body just couldn't take it anymore. But I don't know if that's why I hate timber so much. Like I still love building things. You know, if somebody's like, hey, I need help building a deck or a fence or anything out of wood, a gazebo, you know, I'm all over that. I'm like, yep, let's go. Let's do this. Now I'm not the next day, but that's a different story. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's probably because, honestly, it's probably because I'm surprised I actually made that. It's probably because I had bad experiences doing the lumber runs when I first started playing this game. And they weren't even that difficult back then. Like, they didn't have the 3 different log sizes. They just had the 1 log. So I think it was the medium log, which I didn't like because I was like, oh, that's not really realistic. And anytime you see logs on a semi truck, it's, you know, they're 40 footers and up. Whatever the actual length is, I forgot. I guess semi truck, it's what, typically 53 feet, so, you know, whatever that happens to be, for logging. But yeah. Oh, just barely got through there with the skin without injuring ourselves, damaging ourselves, acting as if the truck is a, you know, person. Oh, that was one. Must have been a stick that poked up. Air gas tank. I guess that would qualify as what, a dent? Or a scratch? I guess that would be a scratch. Because it was only 1 point out of what, 100? That's, yeah. I don't even think that would be a scratch. It's probably more of a scuff. Anyways. Alright, so we're winding down this. We're about halfway through our episode. And we're definitely more than halfway done with this mission. Unless they keep running over random stuff and then we have to send a rescue truck to fix us. I mean, it's so tempting, but no. feel like anytime I try to take a shortcut in this game, it always takes longer than just going around the long way. And definitely would probably end up tipping and spilling my cargo. And then I would need a full-size crane. Which means I would have to probably drive a truck back to a trailer store, ditch the trailer, and then recover it to be able to change. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of extra work for a shortcut that probably doesn't take that much time off our entire trip, so. Got a couple more scratches on our fuel tank. Nothing too bad, not even a dent. They'll probably buff out as soon as we get back to the warehouse. I really wish you could shift through the gears. I wonder why they didn't allow you to do that. First through, like, I'd probably bypass the low gear, honestly. I'd have low minus as first gear, low plus as your second gear, and then your third gear would actually be the auto first gear. It would be your main first gear, and so on all the way up to sixth. And then your reverse gear would be obviously pushing down and going into reverse. I don't know how I would do the high gear. I guess you would just have to hit a button on the steering wheel, maybe. That would map that to the high gear. You know, or though you probably could pull like L1 and then use your you don't have a joystick or a thumbstick to control anything on the wheels. I guess you would have to use your diagonal, or not your diagonal, your directional pad, your D-pad. And then that would select your gears, maybe? I don't know. Still haven't quite figured all that out yet. I think that's the default way of doing it. If you don't have the gear stick, the shift stick, the shift, whatever that is, the gear shift. There we go. But again, your paddles, or your flappy paddles, or whatever you want to call them, those are your L1 and R1 buttons. So those kind of take care of other things in this game. Got plenty of gas. We're technically, like I said before, down at the bottom of the hill. So we are almost there. We have a whopping, I don't know, 14 minutes left to this episode. So maybe this will be a shorter episode. We also could probably start staging the next I definitely want to go visit the trailer park and or the trailer store and do some repair work on this truck, because it needs it. Ain't gonna lie, it needs it. Just the random crap getting beat out of it. Alright, so here we go. We are dropping off the last oversized cargo. Boom. And we made it to 16, which is great because there was upgrades to trucks that I wanted to do at level 16, and I can't remember a single one of them right now. So I don't know if it was tires. I think it was maybe racks, fuel racks and things like that. I don't know. Whatever. We made $14,100 though, so we're just $250 short of $200,000. So we are millionaires at this point. I don't need bricks right now, not that I know of. So let's detach the trailer. This is a pretty solid location for it. You don't have to worry about it tipping over. Unless I run into it, then that's a whole different story. Let's see, let's go ahead and head over to the trailer store. So we will repair this truck first. And then we will see what our next staging mission is. Yeah, sure, that one. Repair. Okay, that was it. It's all done. So let's go all the way down and sell the trailer. I'm kind of shocked that they don't. I know they have the Game Plus or whatever it's called. But the thing I don't like about that is the minimum. You can basically. I should probably tell you what I'm thinking before I say randomly what I'm thinking. But you can go in there and you can tell it to charge you for basically you get a certain amount of money back for the trailers when you return them. So like the service trailer, I would have had to pay half, but it is something like, if I read it correctly, the most you can get back is 10% of what you paid for it, or not 10%, sorry, 50% of what you paid for it. So I'm like, I just want like a 15%, 20% maybe, and that would be good, but I don't think I can do that. So we need cement, and cement comes from the quarry, and I hate the quarry. I don't have any other trucks in this. Oops. Did I just... Oh. I thought that was my winch line. Probably should call it quits. So we have the P16. That doesn't help us. The Western White Star. Well, all these are over here. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking they were in, Drummond Island. Well, we could do that, or we can do the super order. That is in of itself a big task to do. That's gonna be, I don't know, one episode, probably 2 episodes easy. This one's just going to get a lot of concrete. Black River, those, and then yeah, I think this is what we'll do. Let's go ahead. We'll skip to morning. Let's go ahead and let's go down the quarry. And let's get at least, oops. Wow, really? That's not cool. Well, I guess we gotta run with it. But let's go down to the quarry, let's get loaded up with concrete, and then we will probably call it an episode. And by the time we do that, it probably won't be that short of our normal episode time, so yeah, I think we'll be okay there. If the shark wants to get moving. So this is the quarry. No, that's not the quarry. Where's the quarry? The quarry's over here. I thought the fuel was across from the quarry. Let's get this filled back up, because we are now in the red. Whoa. I'm not doing so good driving. We're down to 400 gallons. Well, that's fine. I don't know why I was thinking that was almost empty. That's a lot of gallons. That's like 8 fill-ups. You know what? I probably could have taken the shortcut down. Seeing on how this truck is empty, we don't have to really worry about rolling it. Alright, let's see if we can get this down. Oh man. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Not right up the side of the hill, but drop in here. Cool. Take a little bit of damage to the engine for some reason. And then we can go slowly bouncing over these hills. Alright, and then now, I believe this is where we pick up the concrete. Nope. This one? It's this one. Cement. So, we need 6, right? No, we need 8. So if we get 5, then I still need 3, so it really doesn't matter. Nope. You know what? Screw it. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and unpack and then remove. Let's remove that one. Probably didn't need to unpack it, but anyways, that is where we're gonna leave this episode. So please, if you liked it, hit that thumbs up, and while you're hitting that thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.